Welcome everybody to My AI Live. Today is Friday, May 10th. Can you believe it's already third of the way through the month? Goodness, this month's going fast, isn't it? Well, we get together every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific, and we get together and we showcase the My AI system. We show you different ways of using this, giving you different ideas for different types of posts to start different kinds of conversations. Conversations are king in any business that you are in, especially in network marketing. So we've had some really great trainings this week on different, more advanced aspects of the program, right? And how to do this and how to build. So let's continue on with that today in talking about the My AI program. So first of all, I want to welcome everybody who's just popping in. Hi, Steve. Hi, Raymond. Hi, Jennifer. I'm going to be out there. So I got to call you. Yeah. Surprise kind of thing trip. So yay, excited. Also, if anybody's going to the Association of Network Marketing Professionals event, this is in Dallas, Texas. And this event is pretty incredible. It's a generic training, but it's also a way for all of us to get together and just learn best practices. Last year, Higdon was there, Sarah Robbins was there, a lot of great people there every single year. Michelle Barnes, others. And so really, if you're going to be there, I would love to see you. It is May 30th, June 1st, and June 2nd. It is in Dallas, Texas. Tickets are still available. So if you are going, please reach out to me, Facebook me, and let me know. I'd love to have coffee with you, hang out with you, and of course, just see you during that event. All right, let's get going today. First of all, let me show you where you're going to find your recording at. And we come over here. If you come over to the official corporate Nowsite crew, you will find your replay right here. So this is where all the replays are. If you have not joined, please make sure you do that. That is going to give you all the newest information, everything that's going on. This is where you're going to find it. Now, if you want to know more about me, you can come over here. And this is my Facebook profile. My name's Elizabeth Larson. I am a personal and business transformation coach, teacher, trainer, entrepreneur. I've been building businesses online for a long time and teaching social media with websites and blogging for over 10 years online and through companies, network marketing companies on stages. I've been doing this for a very long time. And when we started, a lot of us, we didn't have AI. So we had to figure out how to write everything. You guys are super blessed by being able to have the AI system that's actually learning about you and helping you. So definitely want to start getting to that. If you're going to showcase your post today, please make sure that you come over here and pop your social media page in here in the chat when you finish your post and raise your hand so I can go ahead and talk to you about your post. Now, if you have questions today, please get your hands up early also. We will have a little bit more of an earlier stop than normal. Okay, so housekeeping out of the way. Today is Friday, so let's talk about Friday. So our group always has what we call Celebration Friday. We always celebrate wins of the week. We do this based on The Gap and the Gain. The book The Gap and the Gain, if you have not read it, please do. Please do. It's a powerful book. As entrepreneurs and people who are super driven, the problem that we have is we will actually look so far to, oh, we're going for this, we're going for this, we're going for this. We'll hit something. And then we're like, yeah, we hit the goal. And then we're off to the next goal. And we never really sit and relish the fact that we really just did this. Like we really did this because we're off to the next goal. The problem with that is for entrepreneurs, it can actually cause problems with anxiety and other things because we never take the time to celebrate ourselves, celebrate what we've accomplished. And we're always in that lack state of, oh, but I'm not here yet. Oh, I'm not here yet. And what The Gap and the Gain teaches us is that we need to go backwards and actually look how far we've already come. So remember how I talk about going backwards to talk to the person that you used to be? The only way you can really do that is if you go backwards and look at everything that you've overcome. So one assignment that I love to give my coaching clients is for them to write out everything that they've ever accomplished, everything that they ever succeeded in. Now that seems like, well, Elizabeth, that's kind of weird. You know, in third grade, I want a spelling bee. Great, write it down. Well, in fifth grade, I won a soccer tournament. What does that have to do with today? Great, write it down. The reason we do that is because it starts building confidence in all these things that we've actually accomplished all of our lives. And we see a pattern of success instead of a pattern of not enough. So the whole purpose between Celebration Friday is to celebrate even the smallest of wins. I did my 10 conversations. I signed up a new customer. I've got a new business builder. I actually figured out my time management system and it's working for me. These are all wins. When we can learn how to celebrate the small win, we really can start to really relish the larger wins and build the confidence that we can keep going and achieve anything that we set our mind to. So, some hashtags today for Friday. Hashtag Celebration Friday is one. Hashtag Feedback Friday. Hashtag Freedom Friday. Great time. And we're going to showcase some of the posts that were made yesterday. If anybody wants to showcase the posts that they made yesterday about transformation and testimonial, feel free to raise your hand at any time if your post has already been made. But for today, what I'd like to focus on is celebrating wins. Do you ever celebrate your own wins? Do you ever tell people to celebrate their wins? That's what I'm going to be working on today. My whole basis of my social media is about encouragement and giving value, because I have learned by Zig Ziglar what he said: if I help enough other people get what they want, I'll get what I want. So I don't so much worry about what it is I want. I keep sowing and sowing and sowing and sowing and sowing, because if I do that, guess what? I'm going to have what I want anyways. It doesn't matter. It's a given. It has to. And when we switch our mindset from, oh, I got to achieve this rank, oh, I've got to get there. It's not that I don't want the ranks and stuff like that. I hit them. Okay. I've done all that. It's more of, I know that if I do this action, it's a guarantee that I'll get to the rank. If I do this action, it's a guarantee I'll have customers. If I do this action, it's a guarantee that I'll have business builders, because my heart is so focused on helping them achieve what they want, that they never think, they never look at me like, oh, well, Elizabeth's only in it for herself. No, if anybody ever thinks you're in it for yourself, we've got the wrong heart in it, right? We're showing the wrong thing. We're in it for them to succeed. Now, that doesn't mean we don't hold them responsible and we hold their boundaries and they have to do the work, right, Jennifer? Like, they have to do the work, but we're going to encourage them. We're going to believe in them, and we're going to keep pointing the way of vision towards that. So here's the post that I'm going to make that's going to start those kinds of conversations for my business. Now, there's a lot of people who are in a lot of places that they're very unhappy with. They work with bosses that they don't like. They work with people that they don't like, and they want somebody to believe in them. How many of you would love to have somebody that really believes in you? Like, I mean, if you're honest and raise your hand if you'd love to have somebody who really, really believed in you, right? Like me, I love having people that believe in me. That's one of the reasons why I sow that, because for the longest time, I didn't. I had nobody. I'm not the exception. I'm more of the rule. There are a lot of people out there who don't have that. So if you start sowing that kind of value, people will see you as a beacon of light, and you'll start having those kinds of conversations that will start signing up your business. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to come over here, and we are going to come over here to the Nowsite system. Now, remember, there's 3 steps we do every single day. We post on social media first. We comment on other people's posts, because the truth is there's only so many people that are going to see our post, right? And then the next thing, we start conversations. From those comments, we send messages to those people. We also start conversations from birthdays, celebrations, and things like that. So let's go ahead and make our post today. Now, we have all different kinds of doing this. Long post and suggested image, you guys, is one of my favorite. I'm loving the selfie AI and the caption my image. When I have videos of cut up and ready to go, I love that. Short text only posts are great for starting conversations. Today for this one, sowing belief, I want to go ahead and do a long post and suggested image. Now, with that suggested image, I am going to put words on that image that match my post. And then I'll go ahead and use a picture of mine with that. a little bit more advanced. Now, first of all, if anybody is brand new, please put a one in the chat for me so I can make sure to catch you up on things as I go. And if I see no ones, I'll assume that there's nobody new here. If you've been here before, please put sevens. Please put sevens in there so I can see all of my 7 people. There's all my sevens. I got to go to Vegas, man. All these sevens, I've got to win, right, Mike? I'm going to win. Yeah. Okay. So hashtag Freedom Friday. Hashtag celebration Friday. Okay, I'm going to work with 2 hashtags today. All right. So I remember when I had no one who believed in me. I was the kid who ate lunch by. All right. So let me fix my typos. I came. Okay. So I remember when I had no one who believed in me. I was the kid who ate lunch by themselves. I came from a very hard place with a mother who was mentally ill and a grandmother who was dying. By the time I was a teenager, I was in foster care. It only got worse from there. I truly did not believe I deserved anything because of the life I had. I was in my 30s by the time that someone said to me I had value and worth and that I could have a better life. I started a journey that led to me creating my now amazing life. No matter how bad it is, you can have a different life. I'm proof. If you want to change your life, I want to help you. Okay. Now, there's one thing I want to add in here. My now amazing life. That's good enough. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and generate now. Now, again, the person that I am trying to reach is the person who doesn't believe in themselves, right? Oh, really? All right, let me take the hashtags out. Am I still over 600? Still over 600? Why do you give me only 600 characters? Don't you know I like words? Okay. There. Good enough. Okay. So now I'm going to generate this. Now, the person I want to reach for my business. Now, people say all the time, network marketing is personal development wrapped up in a business. It saved my life. It changed my life. Because in order to do this business, you have to do the work. You have to do the mindset work. You have to do the work of learning how to believe in yourself. You have to do the work of being able to see your own value and worth. You have to, or else you will not succeed. That's what I love about this business. So for me, I'm going out and trying to reach now the person who was like me, going backwards and talking to the person who used to be me, right? The person who doesn't believe in themselves, the person that doesn't know that they can have a better life, the person who's maybe still in an abusive situation, the person who never graduated high school, the person who never went to college, the person who works a dead-end job that they can't stand, the person who thinks, well, this is just my lot in life and this is just the way it's going to be, and other people get everything. I'm going to go back and talk to that person because that person used to be me. And I can talk to that person and help them see that you can go on the journey. You can start this business with me. You can work and you can be a part of my community. Maybe you're already in a business. You can be a part of my community and you can grow and learn still, even if they don't have that. I can do all that, right? So that's the kind of conversations I'm going to be having today. So let's go ahead and read what it gave me. Sometimes we wander through the darkest valleys of our lives, feeling alone and unworthy of love, success, or even basic happiness. I know this path all too well. Let me share with you my journey from shadows to sunshine in hopes that lights a sparkle in someone who needs it today. Now, I want to come over here to LinkedIn because LinkedIn is a place that's really, really, really great. If you have a community that's outside of your network marketing company, or you're just looking for people who want to get out of their current job. Okay. So, navigating through life's darkest valleys sometimes makes us feel isolated, unworthy, and questioning our purpose. My own journey from darkness to life wasn't a path walked overnight. It's a story I share, hoping to ignite some hope in someone needing it today. My childhood and teenage years were fought with challenges, isolation at school, a turbulent home life, and eventual series of foster homes that seemed to confirm a mistaken belief. I was not deserving of a better life. Okay, so this is a little long for what I was looking for. So if that ever happens, you can go to the AI and you can go over here to make it shorter. So even for me, that's a little long. I'm going to ask it to make it shorter. Now, if it ever gives you something that isn't what you want at all, you can always click the generate button again and it will start over. But many times just shortening it will help. Life's challenges often leave us feeling isolated and unworthy, questioning our purpose. My journey from a troubled childhood and teenage years through isolation, a turbulent home life, and foster care taught me one crucial lesson. Our past does not define us. It was in my 30s when a significant other helped me see that I could reshape my own story. It was actually a neighbor lady. I would change that. This realization wasn't a sudden transformation, but a gradual process of self-belief and determination. By redefining my narrative, I discovered passions, built meaningful relationships, and finally acknowledged the beautiful life I deserved. For those feeling trapped by their circumstances, you are the architect of your life. Your past doesn't dictate your future. Remember, your value is constant and starting now. With one small step after another, the life you wish for is attainable. My experience is a testament to the power of change. Let's keep sharing our stories of adversity and success. Together we rise. Here's to thriving and embracing every moment as we create extraordinary lives one day at a time. Okay, like this. Now, I'm going to change the image because that doesn't do me any good, right? Now I can come over here to my images and see what I have uploaded here already. And edit image. Okay, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to take this down a little bit. I'm going to add text to the image. I don't know if I really want Poppins, kind of like Lotto. That's one I like. That's another one I like. Railway. Okay. And here's the thing, for the longest time, I would never tell my story. I was actually embarrassed by it. I thought people would judge me and be like, well, you're not good enough because you didn't have a family and you didn't have this and you didn't have that. And what I've realized in my life is that if we don't start speaking up about what we've overcome, then the people who really need our help are never going to get the help because who's going to help them? So I made a decision in my life that I don't care anymore. I have to tell my story because I have to help other people. My hope today is that you guys will make that same decision, that you're going to help other people. You're going to take your story and help others, and then start using your My AI to create the things that are going to help you do that. Okay. From foster care to massive success, you can have any dream you want if you are willing to take the steps. If you are ready to change your life, I'm ready to help you. I love this. Okay. So I've got the pictures on here. Perfect. All right. Now I'm going to add. Here we go. Now I'm going to hit get started. We're going to come over here to LinkedIn. And I am going to download that image because I've put the words on there, right? It was already my image. It's in my computer, but I've put the words on there. So now we need to do that. Okay, now we're going to hit post. All right. I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to add media and I'm going to put my photo in. Okay, so I've got my photo set here. I'm going to hit next. Okay. Life's challenges often lead us to feeling isolated and unworthy and questioning our purpose. My journey from a troubled childhood, teenage years through isolation and our past doesn't define us. Okay, that's perfect in length. I was in my 30s when a wonderful woman, wasn't a significant other. I was in my 30s when a wonderful woman, whoops. All right, helped me see that I could reshape my own story. This realization wasn't a sudden transformation, but a gradual process of self-belief and determination. By redefining the narrative, I discovered passions, built meaningful relationships, and finally acknowledged the beautiful life I deserved. For those feeling trapped by their circumstances, you are the architect of your life. Your past doesn't dictate your future. And I'm going to break it off there. Remember, your value is constant, and starting now with one small step after another, the life you wish for is attainable. My experience is a testimony of the power of change. If you are ready to change your life, I would love to have a conversation with you. Amazing community of people helping each other break through the chains of fear and self-doubt. Life they love. Love for you to join my community if you are ready. Okay. If you're ready to change your life, I would love to have a conversation with you. I have an amazing community. I'm going to break this up. I have an amazing community of people that are helping each other break through the chains of fear and self-doubt to reach the dreams in their hearts and create a life they love. I would love for you to join my community if you're ready for change. Don't live life with less than you deserve one day longer. Decision I did to take the steps and make a change. Okay. All right. Now put my hashtags back in since my AI was not happy with all my words. Okay. Hashtag Freedom Friday. Oops. Not two R's, two E's. Okay. So I've got that. I have my photo here. Everything's done. Hit post. And here's the thing. I can take this now. And if I like all the work that I've put into this, because the AI gave me the perfect framework, right? So I can take this and put this here. And now I can take this over to Facebook and do the exact same thing, right? I can come over here, put that in there the exact same way. Take that hashtag out of there. Hashtag. That's bizarre. Why do you do that? Okay. Hold on. I don't need it to say hashtag. Perfect. And now I can take that same photo and put that over here. And then I hit next. So the thing you're going to see in this, first of all, is who am I going after, right? Now, I'm going to take this and make it my pin post now. I've had this pin post for quite a while. During the 5 minutes, I'm going to make this my pin post now. And then I'll put a link in a couple of days to go directly into my community, because by then it won't hurt the algorithm, because the algorithm will be over. So there's a couple of things to learn in this. First of all, even if you don't have a Facebook group of a community, when you're building a business, you have a community of people that are going after their dreams together. Does everybody agree with that? You are a community of people that are going after your dreams if you've created a team. And if that's the team you're creating, that's your community, right? So this kind of posting works really, really great if you're working in network marketing, if you're coaching, if you have a group, even if you only have your business, like Jenny has her business, right? She may not have a separate Facebook group for that. She could create one and easily put people in there. That'd be awesome. But if she chooses not to, she still has a community of people that she's working with that are going after her dreams. That's what a team does, right? A team does this. So either way, this post works really well for that. Now, the last thing I want to make sure that you guys picked up is that I did the extra work of putting some extra things in there on LinkedIn. I loved it so much, I just copied it and threw it over to Facebook. Now I'm going to copy it and throw it over to Instagram. So once I do that extra work, I can actually use that exact same post everywhere, or I can go back in the AI and allow it to rewrite it again for the different platform. So let's take 5 minutes to do the posts. I'm going to answer questions during the 5 minutes just to make sure that we stay on track on time. And then if anybody wants to showcase their posts, let me know, but I want to get questions out of the way first. So let me get over here to chat questions and see what we got here. So, but Judy, you have a story of something. So here's a great question. People will say, why I don't have a dramatic story. I don't have it, but you have a story. Your life is a story. You've made a decision somewhere to change and start your life. You made a decision somewhere to go on a health journey. You made a decision somewhere. All you're doing is going back and talking to the person that you used to be. That's where the power is. So Jenny and I both lost 70 pounds, right? Now, we're not talking about Jenny's dramatic story. We're talking about weight. And that can be dramatic in itself, right? She can go back and talk to the person who hasn't lost any weight yet, right? She can go back and talk to that person. So it doesn't necessarily have to be all of this, oh, it was so terrible. But it does have to be about, you made a decision to do something and you're doing this now. And now you're going to go back and talk to the person who hasn't made that decision yet. So, oh, thank you, Nina. Love you. Okay. Oh, Jennifer, you're awesome. Okay, perfect. All right. So let's go over to questions real quick, and then we'll showcase some posts also. So Clyde, what's your question, hon?
Good morning.
Good morning.
So your suggested images. How did you get those images there so you could go in there and pick an image? How did you accomplish that?
Perfect. Let me go ahead and show you how I did that. So I'm going to come back over here to the AI, and I'm going to share my screen. And when I come over here to Nowsite, when I hit change image, if I come over here to image, my images, there's a button here where I can upload images in there.
Okay.
Now the other thing to remember is, if I do image search and I find an image I like let's see if I can find, oh, he's cute. See if I can find something I like. Okay, let's look at a lion. Lions are great. I edit this image. Let's say I put words or something on it like I just showed you. There's this little button here. I want to make sure everybody was aware of this. You see this little button, add image, or save this one right here, save to my images. If you click that after you work on a photo, that photo will end up in my images where you have that photo here. And you can actually save those photos and use those photos again another time. Is that helpful, Clyde?
Oh, yes, and thanks a lot. The other day, I got my photos all transferred to Google, so
Yay!
that that helped.
Good, good. I thought
And
that would make it easier.
another question: when you was doing your post, would you put a appointment calendar in there? If I'm asking the correct question.
Okay,
Um,
you are asking a great question. So there's a couple different philosophies about this. So let me give you both, okay? The problem with Facebook and social media platforms is they don't ever want you to leave. So the moment you put a link in something to something, whether it's to a calendar, whether it's to, a sales page, a funnel, and you haven't paid Facebook by boosting it, Facebook gets a little irritated with that. So your algorithm kind of goes down, okay? Because they don't want you to leave. I always tell somebody to DM me, message me, put a me down below, something like that. And then I will message them and give them the link for two reasons. One, the other reason, I'll give you both reasons. One, because of the algorithm issue, right? But the second thing is that if I can get somebody to comment on the post, Facebook, Instagram, all of them see it as these people are engaging with Elizabeth. People want to see Elizabeth's stuff. We're going to show Elizabeth's stuff to more people. Okay. So unfortunately, it's this little game you have to play with Facebook or social media to get them to show your post to more people because they're the ones who are actually in control of who sees your post and who doesn't. So if you wanted, I don't personally ever put a link to a calendar or anything like that. I always make them message me first. And then the third reason why you want to be careful about just giving people a calendar link, you may end up with a lot of people if you haven't had a conversation with somebody first real quick, even through Messenger or something. You may end up with a whole bunch of booked appointments where people no show because they were only this much committed. So I kind of like to have a little bit of conversation with them first also. Does that make sense, Clyde?
oh yes, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I learned that from Sarah Robbins. So like to give credit where credit's due. All right, let's go over to Diane.
Good morning.
Good morning, beautiful.
You
Now,
are such an amazing teacher. I just love you. I just love you. I've done a few different things,
okay,
but I have learned so much since I've been on AI. It's, yeah, yeah. I have a few questions. If I'm too far, I noticed when you went into your images,
mhm,
you had the two pictures together.
mhm.
Did you do that, and did I miss that?
I actually did that in Canva, and that's part of the Canva information that I'm going to get you.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do
I'm
you
making up a
throw
Canva course for you. What? Go ahead.
how do you throw the post back into AI?
Perfect. So if I'm
I'm
going to come over
writing
here,
my questions down because all of a sudden I think, oh, it's gone.
that's it. And that's exactly what I do. So perfect. Okay. So let's say I wrote this post over into LinkedIn and I love it, right? But let's say I want it to be a little bit different for Facebook. I have a couple of choices. Number one, if I come over here and just go to Facebook, I lose all the work I've already done, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I can come over here to my AI chat and say, please rewrite this for me and make it more powerful for a Facebook. If I can spell, I gotta go to the eye doctor. Something's not right. Facebook post. Quote, paste, quote. Okay. Now, I'm going to have the AI write this for me. Okay. And so I'm asking the AI to look through this. Now it's going to read the whole post and then it's going to give me this. From shadows to sunshine, my life's tapestry was woven with threads of adversity. Okay. Make this more friendly. Okay. And so it's just a matter of going back and forth, kind of like if you've ever done pottery or something like that. You know how you keep working with it and keep working with it. It's a little bit like that working with the AI. So you can have your post give you this and the AI, you can put it in here if you do not want the post to be the exact same. Now, sometimes people will put a post on Facebook and they'll put it into groups, but they don't want the exact same post in groups, but they don't want to have to rewrite it either. This is a great way of taking a post that you already love and putting it in here with that. Okay. So this is one. So, and this actually turned out pretty decent. So that's pretty great right here. For the sake of time, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but that's one way you can do this. The next thing that you can do, it is a little bit of a long post, but you could also, and this sounds a little weird. I've never done this before, but I think this will work. I'm going to take this and I am going to copy that. And then I'm going to come over here to social media post and make it my own. Now it's already my own, but I'm curious to see what it is that the AI will give me like that. I've never done this before. This is on the fly. And then I'm going to generate. So I always go over to the other one and just throw stuff in there and ask it to rewrite it, make it more friendly, make it more this, okay? So I put it in here and it made it much, much shorter, okay? Feeling lost, remember every little step keeps you towards your dreams. Probably not the way I would have done this, but it did work and you could probably make it longer. But I think the easiest way to do that is to put it into the AI chat and then just ask it to rewrite it there if you do not want to put this same post everywhere. Does that make sense, Diane?
Yes.
Perfect.
So it's really just playing around a lot with it.
It is. You know what?
Yeah.
And here's the thing. That's why I tell everybody you can't break it. Just keep playing with it. And tell it. And what I love to do, I will say all the time, make it more friendly, make it more powerful, make it more make it shorter, make it longer. I play with it all the time and tell the AI what I want. So don't be scared to do that.
So when you're posting, does the AI keep everything about what you've posted, etc., so that it knows more and more about you?
That is correct. It's actually learning about you all the time. Now, here's the thing. When you make the changes over on social media, though, it doesn't know about those changes. It only knows about the direction that you gave over here. So if you are over here, let me come over to this side real quick.
I hope
If
these are valid questions for everybody else.
I think so too, because I think this is really helpful for us to learn why the AI works the way it does and how to get the most out of it. So I think these are perfect questions, Diane.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. Right here, remember how I showed you over in the AI chat, make it more powerful, make it more friendly. You can do that same thing here, where you come over here and give it specific directions. Make this more friendly and longer. Okay, because everybody knows Elizabeth loves a lot of words. I know somebody's going to laugh with that. All right. So now when I ask it that, now it's made it longer and it's making it a little bit more friendly with regular wording, not so like story dramatic, right? So feeling a bit lost in your journey, hey, it's perfectly okay to feel that way sometimes. Remember, each small step you take is actually a great leap towards achieving your dreams. I'm actually going to save this for later because this is really good. And if you ever have a post, I'm going to give you one more tip. If you ever have a post that you really love and you can't use it right then, copy it, paste it, put it into a Google Doc. I have a Google Doc of all these different AI posts that it gave me that I didn't have, that I couldn't use on that day because I was doing something else very specific. And so absolutely do this, okay? Now, we have some more things up here, right? Some more different icons up here. So just want to make sure that you guys are aware of those up there, and we'll cover those next week. All right. I've got a hard stop coming up, so I'm going to make sure to get everybody else's questions answered.
I just have a comment.
Oh, sure, Cheryl.
My comment is the questions that everybody asks has always helped me because sometimes I don't know that I need to know that.
Exactly.
And just listening and just listening to everything and the answers, all of the answers have helped me. Because
Yeah.
when I get started and I work on it, it's like, oh, so-and-so said that. Let me try that. And
Right.
you know, it works. So ask your questions because I can't think of everything. And I don't even know that I have questions sometimes.
And you make a great point, Cheryl. I mean, this is why we do this every Monday through Friday, and I encourage people to come every day because we're all learning from each other, right? We're
Right.
all helping each other. So perfect. You can just copy and paste to Facebook. If I choose to use the exact same thing, if I choose to save it for another time, I want to put it in Google Doc. All right. I think that's our, oh, Vinny, you had a question. So we'll get Vinny's question in here real quick.
Actually, not a question, but one of the techniques I use when I have that situation where I like the post is
Yeah.
I'll post it to a group that I created and invited nobody to. So I could put it on my Facebook, on my can change it.
Love
Nobody
it.
mistakes. They don't know what kind of stuff I didn't like. And then I can even a year later go back and say, hey, what was that post? That's it. Just a little tip for everybody.
That's beautiful. I love that too. Love that too. That's fantastic. See, this is exactly why we do this together every single day, right? So keep coming. Okay, I have a hard stop. I have to get on to my next training. So 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific on Monday. I will see you. I remembered Cheryl. I don't work tomorrow, so I'm doing better. So thank you so much. And Mary, thank you for your kind words in there. That Mary Collier, thank you. That means a lot to me. It's been a lot of work on this road of mine, and I think that's why I want to help people so bad because I never want anybody to go through the stuff I did. So thank you.
You are so welcome, and it's true.
Thank you. You are awesome. All right, I love you guys. I will see you on Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific for my AI Live. Feel free to unmute and say bye and do something nice for yourself this weekend. Remember, that's the rule. Every weekend, do at least one thing really, really nice for you guys because you guys deserve it.
Love
Have a good day,
you.
everybody.
Love
Love
you.
you.
Love
Thank
everybody.
you.
Bye.
Love ya.
Thank
Great
you so
weekend.
much.
Have a
Thank
great
Bye,
you.
weekend.
everyone.
Weekend.
Bye.
On Monday.